Bulbasaur. It bears the seed of a plant on its back from birth. The seed slowly develops. Researchers are unsure whether to classify Bulbasaur as a plant or animal. Bulbasaur are extremely tough and very difficult to capture in the wild.
According to the National Pokemon Database, Bulbasaur is a grass poison type Pokemon introduced in Generation 1. Bulbasaur is notable for being the very first Pokemon in the National Pokes. It is one of the 3 choices for a starter Pokemon in the original Game Boy games, Pokemon Red and Blue, along with Charmander and Squirtle. Despite Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur all having saur, Greek for lizard, at the end of their names, they aren't based on reptiles. Instead, they're designed around frogs and toads, which are amphibians. The word amphibian comes from an ancient Greek phrase meaning both kinds of life, referring to creatures who can live both in and out of water. But Bulbasaur is a grass type, the water typing went to Squirtle. However, Bulbasaur and its kin have clawed toes on their feet, which amphibians lack. Except one, there's a frog from Central Africa called the hairy frog, Trichobatrachus robustus, named for the hair-like skin structures on its legs, but as Bulbasaur is hairless. That's not the comparison I'm trying to make. The hairy frog is also called the horror frog, or, more aptly, the Wolverine frog, because it has retractable claws. When threatened, the hairy frog intentionally breaks its own toes, projecting keratinous claws. Afterwards the claws retract, as the skin heals over them. It's argued that these claws also give the frog a better grip on rocks, but regardless of how the frog uses these claws, it's pretty cool and a bit creepy. Bulbasaur is also a poison type similarly to some toads. Like the common toad Bufo and the Colorado River toad Incilius ulvarius, which can secrete toxins from parotid glands on their back which are potent enough to kill grown dogs. Some fans may argue that Bulbasaur is based on Beelzebufo ampinga, a massive prehistoric frog from Cretaceous Madagascar. Referred to as the frog from hell, Beelzebufo had an expansive mouth that basically gave it free rein to eat anything it could fit inside. Beelzebufo was first discovered in 1993, however it wasn't officially announced until 2008, rendering it inapplicable as Bulbasaur's great-great-great-grandfather. That said, there is a prehistoric animal that may be inspired by Bulbasaur. Described in 2017, Bulbasaurus phylloxeran, bulbous reptile leaf raiser, is an extinct dicynodont, two-dog tooth, that lived in South Africa during the mid-Permian period about 272.3 million years ago. Dicynodonts are a taxon of therapsids, a group that includes mammals and their ancestors. Bulbasaurus was named after its nasal bosses and keratin-coated jaws, though the discoverer noted that, if one wished to read between the lines concerning certain similarities, I wouldn't stop them, and similarities between this species and certain other squat, tusked quadrupeds may not be entirely coincidental. These Pokemon can be rather strange when you think about it. They are based on amphibians but lack a water typing and are named as reptiles. They are a mix of flora and fauna. And even their Japanese names are unsure of what these Pokemon actually are, being translated to strange seed. One thing's for sure, though, despite all this, Bulbasaur is remembered fondly as a loyal partner who helped those starting trainers explore Kanto back in 1996.